Compromise? Really? Is that all we got? Let's talk about some better solutions than compromise. Hi, I'm Kiran with Mystic Girl in the City, because mystic advice can sometimes be really useful. So the problem with compromise is that it means that you don't get all your needs met. It means shaving off some of the things you want so that they fit better with some of the things other people want. And here's the cool thing. You don't need to do that. It's 2015. We can afford to use something like consensus. And the other aspect is that the universe plays with consensus. That's how every moment is being orchestrated to support you and your needs. Now, you is not necessarily who you think you are. There is a movement of this egoic self, it's sometimes called. Separate self, it's sometimes called. It's this very thought-generated you, where it's one thought after another thought after another thought, and all of these thoughts move together, start to feel like a me. Now, that's not a real movement. We call that egoic or separate, and it's illusionary because it doesn't actually represent the true you. The true you can be found inside your own body, inside your own skin, out of the busy thought stream. So consensus is a movement where you can come into your body, into your skin, feel your breath, feel your hands, feel your feet. Now consider what might feel like a sensational exhale. Compromise is when this busy self is trying to fit all the details together. And what I'm trying to tell you is you don't need to do all that. The only thing you need to do is to be able to come into your skin and feel where that sensational exhale is. Feel where your needs are and your desires. The needs and the desires from this truer you inside your skin are not something that you created. Existence is blossoming them into your heart. You didn't create the idea that you would like to come home from work and put your feet up. From a separate self, it might seem like that, but actually, it's just this mysterious movement inside of you. Now, this is all fine and good, you might say to me, but I have a world, and I have work deadlines, and I have to get my kids to piano lessons and their homework, and I have a sick friend who needs my help, and I said I would do that. So what good is it if I come home from work and put my feet up when these things need to get done? And what I want to tell you is the universe has been constructed so that in every moment, those needs and desires of the true you are actually in the highest right action for everyone involved. I'm going to say that again because that's pretty radical for most of you. The needs and the desires of you in your own skin are actually going to support a better right action for everyone involved. Do you need me to say it one more time? You can hit the rewind button here. But regardless, I promise you that's true because you are part of oneness. And oneness really is oneness. And so, if you took your job seriously and came into your skin and felt what was an exhale for you, sensationally to the body, and then risked doing that, communicating that, I promise you would make some pretty interesting discoveries. The most interesting discovery you're going to meet is how well it fits for everyone involved. So let's say if you promise to make a sick friend some dinner, and on the way home from work, instead of stopping at the grocery store, you actually felt the external exhale to pull the car over and go for a walk in this beautiful lakeside setting. Now, I can promise you that your friend's delicious exhale movement in herself would somehow include you going to do this. It may be that, in fact, she's tired and she'd rather be in bed rather than get up and greet you. It may be that someone else dropped by with some soup. Who knows? That's the mystery of the whole thing. But why don't you give this a try for a few days? Risk that movement and see for yourself what I am talking about. Because I'm not making this up. The universe is absolutely orchestrating consensus for you and everyone you know. So for more tips and tools from me, I want you to hit that subscribe button and we can carry on this conversation next week. Every Wednesday we post a new video and I will read every one of your comments as soon as you put them down below.